Hello everyone and welcome to another Encadet video. In 2019, Google created Google Anthos, a way to connect GCP to any other cloud provider. And they have been trying since then to introduce this product with no luck in many parts inside Google Cloud. They have created several ways to use Anthos, like Google Cloud Anthos, and this month they released GKE Enterprise, which is a clone of OpenShift ACS. The idea is simple. In one place, you can control all your Kubernetes clusters. And when I say all, I refer to all your logs that you have in GCP, AWS, Azure, on-prem, or whatever any other place. The idea is super interesting, but I don't know how many people will use it. Today, we are going to see how GKE Enterprise works. Let's start first. We need to go to GKE dashboard, and when we go to Overview, we can see that we have a button Learn about GKE Enterprise. As soon as we click there, before we enable GKE Enterprise, we are going to click on the free trial to save our money. Now we are in the last step before we can create and use our GKE Enterprise. When we click on Create and we wait a while, our GKE Enterprise environment will be created. And after that, our screen will change and we will see an option to create a cluster. In our sample, we are going to create a GKE cluster in GCP, but it's going to be a default cluster. As soon as we click, a new tab appears and we give the name of the cluster and we choose the network as default and all these options. The only option where we are going to choose something different is when we have to register our cluster to a fleet. And what is a fleet? A fleet provides a way to logically group and normalize Kubernetes cluster, and it's going to help us to up-level the management for individual clusters to entire groups or cluster. So at the end, a fleet is a way to group all our clusters. Because later on we'll see that when we create users, we can connect those users and permissions to groups and those groups to fleet. So everything is going to be related to the fleet. The main idea here in GKE Enterprise is that you have a place where you can control all your clusters. So from here, you are going to be able to create different users in the clusters. You are going to be able to create policies in your cluster. And a policy, for example, can help you to install something in every cluster or in every cluster that is in one fleet. Or for example, in case that you want to execute a security script. It's a super cool tool, and I was telling at the beginning, it's a copy of what OpenShift ACS is doing since many years. But the problem here is, as always, the price and the issue that few companies have Kubernetes cluster distributed between AWS, Google Cloud, Azure, on-prem. At the end, Google wanted to use Google Anthos and they have a solution. And I hope that they have people using that solution because really it's cool. I hope that you enjoy and see you next time.
Do you think your project infrastructure is well set and maintained? We know for sure there is always room for improvement. If you are uncertain where to begin, let's first do an audit of what you already have. We will review your setup from every angle: performance, cost, security, high availability, automation, and provide you with a detailed roadmap of which direction your infrastructure should go, generate concrete tasks for you to implement, or even take on your infra entirely, if you let us, of course.